Okay, I thought I'd connect with my spirit guides this evening. Am I connected to my spirit guides? Wonderful. Okay. Who am I speaking with directly or specifically? M-A-T-T-H-E-W. Matthew. Hi, Matthew. We talk a lot, so hope you're doing well. So, Matthew, tonight, if it's okay, I thought we could talk about time. We were talking about time telepathically, and I am not really sure I understand from this perspective how this works. This whole time, what time is, and I know that the raw material addressed time in their own way, and so I thought we could talk to you about it and just see how you could provide, if you could provide any details about what time is. So what is time in this earthly experience? T-I-M-E, time, I as is, A-N-N-I-L-L-U-S-I-O-N. Time is an illusion. Yes, and I believe that the raw material, Ra also said that, or something to that effect, that time is not real. It's an illusion. And they said, and I've heard other beings and channelers say, so what is time like on the other side? How do divine beings and those on the other side experience time if it's an illusion? A-L-L-I, S is S, I-M-U-L-T-A-N-E-O-U-S. All is simultaneous. Okay, so everything is happening in the now moment. Everything is happening at the same time, I guess it sounds like. So I guess I'm wondering, what is the purpose, since the true nature of reality is everything is in the now moment? Why do we in this earthly experience it the way we do? I-N-N-O-R-D-E-R in order. T-O-2 L-E-A-R and learn. L-E-S-S-O-N-S, lessons, in order to learn lessons. Okay, and what I think you're saying is that if everything was not happening in a sort of sequential order, a linear fashion, it would be more difficult for us to learn lessons over that time. Would that be accurate? Yes. Okay. Okay, so I'm wondering if everything is happening in the now moment, how does free will impact that? I mean, I guess I'm just curious how that could be if it's all perceived or in reality happening in the now moment. If I make a choice to go left today, but maybe I make a choice to go right, you know, in the next moment instead, how would that impact the divine realms, or what's going on there, if that makes sense? Does that not really make sense? Okay, sorry. I guess I'm just trying to understand how free will, it sounds like free will is not necessarily a part of the true nature of reality in the divine realms. It is strictly what we are experiencing. Okay, so therein lies why the linear moments are necessary. Okay, so I wondered, people talk about past lives and experiencing past lives. So if everything is happening in the now moment, can beings, I should say, when beings, souls, cross back over to the other side, can they go back in time and re-experience, you know, those moments? Or are all past lives actually happening at the same time? Yes. Okay. So these questions are a little bit confusing. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out if how to understand the time, you know, from this perspective. It's just so difficult because all we know is the linear time. So maybe I could just ask if you could provide any insight that would help us understand what's really happening from the divine perspective. W, E, we, K, N, O, W, no, T, H, A, T, that, I, T, it, I, S, is, D, I, F, F, I, C, U, L, T, difficult, T, O, 2, U, N, D, E, R, S, T, A, N, D. We know that it is difficult to understand. Yes, and I guess maybe it's not so important maybe while we're in the incarnation to understand that, as long as we know that it is an illusion and that we truly are divine beings and eternal, and that this is just not just an experience, but it's an experience for growth. So do you have anything more to add on that? The earthly experience in general, or how we experience time, anything like that? No. Okay. My questions have been a little bit confusing tonight, so sorry about that. Anyway, spirit guides, I'm grateful for you explaining that to me and to us. And maybe we can revisit this topic at another time. But it is very interesting to understand that everything is happening simultaneously in the now moment, in reality. So thank you, spirit guides. Sending you much love. Is there anything you'd like to add before we go? Yes. W, E, we, L, O, V, E, love, Y, O, you, we love you. Okay, thank you. We will talk to you soon. Thank you and good night.